Their spot built entirely around low-calorie, zero-sugar options.
We're in a zero-sugar cafe right now where the owner actually invented their own sweetener called Swello. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. But as you can see, they have protein overnight oats, no sugar added cream pudding. I got 2 spoons with my order, so I don't know if I'm being fat shamed right now, because to me, this looks like a meal for one. But maybe she thinks that I need to share it, the chubby boy over here. But we got the overnight oats, we got a drink. I've given this place multiple opportunities to earn my trust. So it's sugar-free, low-calorie, and gluten-free. So my mouth isn't exactly watering over here, but you never know. Let's try this overnight oats. Oh, it's thick. Just put it in right like that. I love when it's thick. If it doesn't fight back a little, I don't want it.
Pause. Pause.
That's fire. My blood sugar isn't spiking, but my happiness levels definitely are. So flavorful. Swello needs to be FDA approved ASAP. How many calories? Wow. Now we have this coffee drink with a sugar-free foam on the top. It's a buttered pecan flavor. Scrumptious. So far, we have been given every opportunity to be skinny and no opportunity to blame the food.
After eating, I met up with Korean-American content creator Daniel Oh, who uses psychology, philosophy, and his cross-cultural perspectives to help women build self-love.
So am I considered kind of like chubby in Korea?
Not chubby, you would just be considered like a buff dude. If you look at the vast majority of like idols, for example, they're really skinny. I even have a friend who was an idol trainee, but he started working out and he wasn't even like bodybuilder big. Like he was probably around my size, and they were like, you can't be an idol anymore because you're too big.
Wow.
So they actually dropped him from the training program because they were like, you're gonna be too big compared to everybody else on
That's
stage.
What is the ideal male?
Crazy. For being like, for us, it's like the dream. Being this size, being fit is the dream, but for them, it's like a disgrace. Crazy work.
And female physique.
I think for men, it's the same anywhere in the world. You gotta be tall, right? So if you're 180 and above, that's like, you're considered handsome because you got that going for you. Yeah, so Will definitely would be considered a handsome guy in Korea. But actually, I could use just Will as an example of like why you would be considered a handsome guy by Korean standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so you also have what's considered like a small face.
Okay.
So in Korean society, when people say you're beautiful or you're handsome for men or women, one of the things they'll comment on is like, wow, you have such a small face. Basically what it means is like, if you look at the proportion of your face to the rest of your body, like it looks smaller, right? And so that's what people mean by having a small face. It has a lot to do with proportions.
Okay.
And of course you have like a very defined jawline. So I think in that regard, it's not too different from what the
I'm not gonna lie, he think he's him right now, literally. He's trying to let me stop.
the standard would be for men anywhere you go in the world, right? And then for women, this is like super stringent standards. There is like a specific angle of like your forehead to your nose, and then an angle of like your nose to this part of your face right here.
Wow.
And so like those angles are all like measured according to like what's called the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence. If you are, I think, over 60, I would say like 4 kilograms, you're considered like chubby for a,
64 kilograms.
yeah, for a Korean woman.
Regardless of the height.
Yeah, regardless of the height too. Yeah, it's tough because nowadays Korean women, like they are also conscious of like their breast size, but because like naturally Korean women just don't have a lot of like subcutaneous fat, it's hard to get that naturally. So one of the most common procedures that women will get is like breast implants, right? And it's like, again, sometimes you can kind of tell because it's like you have a very skinny woman, but her like breasts are large, and it's kind of like, well, how do you get that? That's kind of like, I would say, the most toxic aspect of the beauty standard that Korea is known for.
As soon as we started walking, we were flooded with more zero-calorie stores on every corner, plastic surgery ads everywhere, and impossible beauty standards at every turn.
These are the kinds of signs that you see in front of every single gym. Like, talk about a transformation. Like, I don't think I've ever related so hard to a before side of a transformation in my life. Like, when I see this, I don't see motivation or inspiration, I just see pressure. So these ads on the wall, this is not possible to be attained naturally.
You can get it naturally, but there are some markers that show that it is plastic surgery. So for example, this like angle from forehead to nose bridge is kind of what I was talking about earlier of like that ideal angle that like women want. And then this like pointed nose and this angle from like here to here, again, more often than not, you actually need an implant to get that pointy nose because it's very rare to see that like just naturally through genetics.
And then the husky blue eyes.
Yeah, so the lenses, now it's to the point where like a lot of women will feel self-conscious going out and not wearing lenses because it's just become so, you know, commonplace.
So like, would you say anime has a big impact on the style and how people look?
I think it has a lot more to do with Korea is such a trend-driven country. So if they see like, oh, you know, this influencer that I follow on social media started wearing colored lenses,
Yeah,
like
everyone
I
does
want to
it.
do that too. Yeah, and then like trends just move so fast.
So we're walking by a bunch of these markets and the clothing is so small, it's insane.
On this tag over here,
So basically, all the people, most of the people in Korea look like followers, like literally. That's what I take out from this interaction. Follow trends and everything, like we all do, but like there is certain limits. Like
here, it says F, which stands for free. So free size is basically the idea that like, it's like stretchable. So if you're a Korean person, you should be able to
It's like
fit.
one size fits all.
Yeah, but as you can see here, it's not a very friendly size for a lot of foreigners, right?
I feel like I'm at a pet store shopping for my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I feel like in the States I'd see this at like the children's place.
Yeah.
You know, but
What
like
the- I think that if I went into a store and asked for my size, they would just hand me a salad or something. Like that is great. I don't even think my quad could fit in that.
yeah, I think that's actually you're right. Yeah, that's like the size of one of your quads.
That's literally my quad. I have a mini schnauzer at home. This would fit him, I think.
But we wanted to see if the men's clothes had more realistic sizes.
So I kind of want Will to try this one because it says here OF, which stands for overfit, and it's the idea that like it's a baggier fit. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I literally cannot fit my head through it.
there is a button if you want to unbutton that thing there and see if you could pull it through.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I can get it on.
Like if a Korean dude was wearing it, it's supposed to be very loose, but now you just look like a private school.
Yeah, look like a school boy.
That's supposed to be like a baggier fit, I believe, but you make it look like a regular fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have to fly halfway across the world for my calves to feel above average. But the fact that this is oversized, I kind of feel fat.
Dieting alone can't always get you the body that you want, which is why Korea is packed with beauty clinics promising to speed up the process.
Designing a brand and a website shouldn't mean juggling expensive design tools.
If you have like a menu of different like fat loss options, lipolysis injection. So these are kind of like the fat melting injections that I talked about.
Okay.
So they got like stuff for double chin over here, contouring for the face, and it's 99,001 for a session. So that would be like around right now with the exchange rate, maybe
$90?
No, not even. Like
even?
maybe like $70. So this is like specifically targeting arms, thighs, abdomen. It's like very popular because again, it's like it's hard to.
so basically, if you want, nah, I can say if you want BBL because they want your thing to be flat.
Actually do the work of like eating properly, moving properly, right? But it's like, why do all that when you can just melt it off?
Yeah, and like
Shot,
the proportions that are very, like people want to see are literally impossible to get. So
Exactly.
you have to do it this way.
That's right, because you can't target fat loss through natural means, right?
You guys want to see the ampoules, right? This is the violet injection, one of the most famous fat melting injection in the world. It actually kills the fat tissue.
Are some of the people coming in pretty young asking for this stuff?
Yeah, sometimes, but usually 40 to 50.
Would you ever have any like thinner people come in requesting stuff like this?
Sometimes,
Sometimes.
but I try to tell him to do another thing, like more smooth way. This is kind of aggressive way to reduce fat.
So what do you think of Korea's body image culture?
Unimportant. Actually, I like it because I get money from those kind of culture, but I don't think today is that super dangerous thing because
Of course you like it. Of course you like it.
cultures from the America or the Europe, they are really damaging their health. Either culture must be between the European style and Asian style.
What's your opinions on Korean beauty standards?
Yeah, so I'm French. I feel it's much more standardized in Korea. So yeah.
Yeah. When you moved here, did you look a lot different than you do now?
So when I moved here, I was overweight basically. There was kind of a pressure myself to fit in. Like in France or in Europe, you will never have how to say kind of negative remarks, but in Korea they'll be like, that's why you're fat or something.
Also, they're a lot more like forward here.
Yeah, exactly. Which, to be honest, is not that bad. Once I've lost weight, it's like much more direct. Also on the other way.
If I did gain a little bit, people would make a comment straight away and say like, "Oh, you gained some weight," and the whole reason to make that comment is like, I noticed you, or like I care about you. And so you're supposed to feel good. Like you're supposed to be like, oh, she noticed and like she really cares about me and she thinks I should lose weight for my health.
Are Koreans a lot more direct with how you...
But that's lucky bullying. Like, literally. If you want to be fat, be fat. Yo, crazy. That's like bullying. Like, I see you walking in the hallway. Yo, fat, come here. Oh my God, crazy work.
You look, because I feel like in North America, if someone gained weight, you wouldn't really say it, but maybe you just like think it. So here they actually would just tell you straight to your face.
Straight to your face. Even like when I meet up with my friends and I haven't seen them in a while, if like my skin is looking worse, they'll be like,
They'll tell you.
yeah, you just got some, looks like you got some trouble on your face. If I look a little bit bigger, like the first thing they'll be like, oh my God, your face looks a little bigger than the last time I saw you. You look like you gained some weight. Or like vice versa, you look like you lost weight.
Do you like how forward people are in Korea, or what do you think about that?
솔직히 말하면 조금 처음 보는 사이에서도 약간 무리하게 이쁘다 아니면 뭐 코가 만약에 크면은 뭐 코가 크다든지 이런 식으로 좀 중심적으로 외모에 대해서는 말하는 게 있어서 그게 좀 저는 좀 무례한 것 같다고 생각하고.
Could you ask her to tell me like the first thing she thinks about when she sees me, and to not worry I won't get offended?
이제 솔직히 말씀해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
처음에는 일단 키가 큰 게 눈에 띄었고요.
혹시 전체적인 체중에 대해서 그런 거는 눈에 띄는 건 없었어요?
체중? 네. 그런 건 눈에 띄었던 것 같아요. 몸이 좋은.
If we were longtime friends and you saw me for the first time, like what would you have to say to me?
There's a golden proportion of your face I learned recently. It's like 1, 1, and 0.8. So maybe your like bottom is a bit long, like this part.
My bottom's a bit long. That's it.
And like you could get some facial for your skin.
Is it hard being a girl in Korea?
I think so. There's many things that girls need to do to upkeep their appearances.
시선 같은 게 좀 여자들이 좀 뚱뚱하면 뒤에서 말 나오는 것도 있고 몇 번 들리는 말도 있으니까 그런 것 때문에 더 신경이 쓰이는 것 같아요.
We've been walking around looking for interviews, but we were getting no luck with girls because they're all just like, they don't have makeup on, their hair's not done, their outfit's not good. So most of them are rejecting us right now. It's like they want to do it, but they just don't feel confident enough to be on camera right now.
Actually, the person we just asked, she does have makeup on and she still didn't want to do it because she wasn't confident.
She needs more makeup on. So we've been asking girls to do interviews, and a lot of them are just like, oh, I have no makeup on, I can't. Like, is that very just common?
Oh yeah. If
Okay.
you like leave the house without makeup on, then mostly you'd wear a cap or like a mask to cover your face.
When looking for like a girlfriend, like what kind of traits are you attracted to?
일단 외적으로 봤을 때는 저는 약간 좀 눈이 크고 좀 예쁜 헤어스타일이 있는 사람을 좀 좋아하는 것 같아요. 그리고 약간 내적으로 봤을 때는 뭔가 자기 일에 집중하고 뭐랄까 본인의 일을 할 때 좀 행복해하는 사람을 좀 바라는 것 같아요.
What's the main reason, in your opinion, as to why a lot of people in Korea are so skinny?
근데 그게 조금 사람들이 보기에 건강해 보일 수도 있다고 생각을 하고 또 뚱뚱하면 좀 건강하지 않다는 생각을 가지고 있는 것도 같기도 해요. 또 이게 사람들의 생각으로는 이 신체 그러니까 이 체중을 빼는 것은 좀 자기 노력으로 되는 부분이라고 생각을 하기 때문에
Seeing all of these comments and everything, how would y'all feel about like this type of environment? Literally. Cause me, I'm pretty fit for my age. Like, don't get me wrong. But like, if I was like 200 pounds, something, 200 pounds is crazy. But like a higher body fat, I would feel mad uncomfortable to live there. Cause like, why? Different culture, I don't know.
좀 스키니한 몸매를 몸매를 좀 더 이상적으로 보지 않나.
And you know what's crazy? My whole life, I'm skinny, and I'm running away from being skinny. I'm trying to gain muscle, gain fat, like literally. That's what I'm trying to do. In America, we bulk. We do bulking, like eat a lot so we can get big and cut after this. So in this country, basically, no bulking. Bulking don't exist. It's similar.
이렇게 생각해요.
How do you think Korean people look at fat people on the street?
Mostly that they don't care about themselves and they don't care about their family too, because a lot of the family members usually, as I mentioned, if you gain a bit of weight, you would say something. So it's kind of like you didn't care about what your family said, or your family are not pointing out that you're unhealthy.
Would you associate skinny with being healthy?
To a certain point, I think it can contribute to like better health because I think having more weight on you can really hurt your knees a lot and your joints. That's one of my problem that my parents have. So I think that kind of weight really, if they didn't have it, I think they'd be feeling a lot better and they'd be a lot healthier for sure.
So would you rather be skinny or healthy?
Let me show you how to go from a sketch of an idea to a real working app in Airtable within minutes. I had this idea to create a dashboard in the style of like a streaming service homepage where each card would.
I think be healthy. I think some of them kind of overlap in some extent.
Yeah.
But I think being healthy is more important, and just living like a long and happy life is more important.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot. Shopping is difficult too, and when you go shopping, the shop owners will clearly say to you like, oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you. Like the reaction is very obvious, and I think they feel a bit left out sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Are there any extremes that people do to like look a certain way here?
I think the most extreme one, the most obvious one is like plastic surgery. But I know there's like, especially with the women, they go on like really crazy diets. Back like 10 years ago, there's this one K-pop idol called IU. I don't know if you know her.
No.
But one of her diets went like infamous because like all she ate for the day was like one sweet potato, like one apple, and like ice cubes or something. So she'd have like 200 calories for the day, and that like she lost like 10, 15 kilos in like 2 weeks or something, or a month or something.
And then a lot of people follow that, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of women tend to follow that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely very severe.
K-pop starvation diets don't just stay in the industry. They reshape how people everywhere see food and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset spreads fast, with people normalizing undereating and fearing calories just to chase an unrealistic look, like calling 130 calories a meal or using formulas like height minus 120 as a body weight goal. So I spoke with a K-pop singer who had to stay anonymous to avoid backlash about what that pressure actually feels like behind the scenes.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you to be skinny?
Yes, for my fans.
Is that good?
I don't think so, but my fans need like that.
Korea ranks very high on rates.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Idol culture.
Yeah. Idol culture.
Yes. They need skinny shape
And I'm not surprised. Living in those conditions, like every day you wake up, before you even think about your rent, it seems like it. Your rent, your responsibility, when you're gonna eat and everything. You're already thinking about like how I feel, like my body, my everything. Like it's normal. I'm not surprised there's like all of the percentage of suicide, literally.
pretty face.
So this rates being so high, you think are related to the K-pop culture?
Yeah, I think so.
So the girl back in the cafe said that she needs to be skinny for her fans. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would imagine that like a lot of her success is gonna depend on her followers and fans hyping her up, sharing her music, and just continuing to engage with her content. But if she were to gain weight, then they're just gonna like lose all interest in her because
regardless of talent?
Oh yeah, regardless of talent, because it's just kind of like, no matter how talented you are, it's not like I couldn't find 15 other people who are equally as talented as you. So if you wanna make it, you have to be talented and you gotta be beautiful. And you gotta be a great dancer, rapper, like that's the industry.
So we found a place for lunch called Preppers, which it kind of sounds like contest prep, like you're prepping for something. And then the funny thing is, it says Preppers diet food, not healthy food, because I feel like healthy food wouldn't be as much of a draw to go in. Like diet just sounds like more like weight loss, right?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. That would be my guess too. And yeah, I think it is for like weightlifters, and I see more and more popping up all over the place.
So a bunch of pasta bowls, rice bowls. You recommend the double bowl?
Yes, for me, only the double bowl gives me enough protein. Combo comes with a drink. For example, amino drink over here.
Oh, you get
amino
drinks.
That's one of their things that they're known for. I have yet to try it, but I heard it's pretty good. So, and then they got like protein milkshakes and stuff.
Protein coffee milkshake, that sounds amazing. Like places like this in North America like don't show up. And I feel like that's because there's like, they don't think there'd be enough traction.
Right.
So I feel like there's obviously a lot of traction and like demand for this.
Yeah. Like for me, when I first came to Korea, they didn't have shops like this. So I missed like Chipotle or like Kava, because you could get pretty good macros for those, even though they have like high sodium. But you know, now they got stuff like this.
It's not every day you see a fountain drink station where it's only the zero sugar stuff. I feel like Coke Zero is water here. And I respect that. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
When a place has Sprite Zero, you just know it's gonna slap. Because this is a rarity. Like this is a rare find. Most places have Coke Zero. Sprite Zero? You don't know how lucky you got it, man.
Wow, it's everywhere here in Korea, so I just assumed that it was, wow.
And also the fact that this place is 24 hours is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love that, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to get the pasta bowl, but I feel like if I ordered that, I would have got bullied or something. It seems like a trap. Like who gets the pasta in Korea? All right, here we go.
You wanna make sure you mix it all up nice. Ooh, that's a big boy bite.
So good.
Good?
Nice. I like that it's a reflective plate. You know, so you get to the bottom of the plate, and you can see your skinnier reflection when you're done. What would you say is like a big factor in Korea's low obesity rate? Would you say it's all lifestyle, or is there any like genetic components to that?
So I think one of the things that people don't know is that in addition to the social pressure that there is to stay thin and stay healthy, East Asians have a way lower subcutaneous fat cell count than our Western counterparts. And this is quite common in Korea. Well, you'll see like those skinny fat body types, right? Well, you'll see men or women that don't look that fat, but they have really high visceral fat levels just because there's not a lot of subcutaneous fat that can hold it. So they won't look as big, but they'll still have heart issues, diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, like all across the board. So it doesn't take that much size for a Korean person to be equally as unhealthy as like, you know, a European based or, yeah.
Okay. How many calories would you say this bowl is?
If I had to guess, I would put it around 600?
Okay, I was gonna be like around 700. Have you heard of Macro Factor?
I haven't.
It's the quickest and easiest way to track your calories.
Okay.
And if you don't have a place that has the calorie accurate. So, I mean, it tells you all the macros, and you just log
recipe including ingredients, instructions,
code.
Get up to $300 in crypto when you fund an account with eToro. Trade stocks, crypto,
drug pharmacy here, just selling fat loss drugs. It's actually pretty insane. So there's a pharmacy right here, just the world, and literally every single building is a pharmacy just selling fat loss drugs. It's actually pretty insane. So there's a pharmacy right here, and then there's a pharmacy right here, and then literally like 5 more feet, there's another pharmacy right here, and then next door is another pharmacy, and then across the street, there's more pharmacies over there, which is like, I don't know why you need this many pharmacies. I guess
it's like the cannabis store for us in the United States, literally.
The demand is super, super high. So we are gonna see how easy it is for me to go to a clinic, get a prescription, and get some Wegovy. Let's see. That's it here?
Here.
Oh shit.
Wow.
It might be busy.
Yes. 네, 이 외국인 친구인데요. 그 마운자로나 위고비 처방을 받고 싶어서. What's the name that you use in Korean?
정아름님.
Will. I just walked in, said my name, gave my ID, and it's good.
Do you have a preference of Wegovy or Mounjaro?
What does he recommend?
어떤 거를 추천해 주실 수 있을까요? He said then you would have to get a consultation with the doctor.
So I have to see him here right now?
Right now.
Is it long wait?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Okay. We're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss drugs. Everyone in here is also here for the same thing. People are just coming in, asking for it, and they're like, yeah, just take a seat, meet with the doctor, and you're good. So we're gonna have a prescription in like 15 minutes, which is crazy here. Okay. Here we go.
Is it your first time doing Wegovy?
Yes, first time.
How about your height?
6 foot.
How about your weight?
Around 2.
Kilogram?
Oh, 90. 90, yeah.
What is your word, the normal body weight?
I just want to get shredded. After I gave the doctor my height, weight, and goal, he implemented my stats into a BMI chart and called me obese.
In this presentation, you will have some obesity. Your BMI index is 24.47.
And he kept adding lower weights until it put me in the normal category.
If you have some weight loss about 15 kilogram, you will enter to the normal body weight.
And I'll be healthier?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15 kilograms or 33 pounds without any sort of background knowledge of my medical history or even my body composition, as fat and muscle ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and these lax measures are causing serious harm. And just like that, within a matter of minutes, I got a prescription, adding to Korea's major drug misuse problem.
Oh, she's asking if you want to get the injection here right now.
No, I'll do it later. Yeah. All right, so this is pretty insane. We got it super easily within like 10 minutes. And there it is. So the doctor said I need to get to 75 kilograms, which now that I'm thinking about it, that's below my bodybuilding contest weight. So I think I would actually die.
Yeah, you'd be like 168 pounds.
Yeah.
That's how much I weigh, and I'm 5'8".
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't look at like your body fat percentage, they just go like, okay, height, weight, you're obese. And then there's no other discussion about like, do you work out consistently? Here you go. $150.
Yeah, I don't think he even asked you any questions about your overall health.
No.
Yeah, there was like no diagnosis. He was just like, oh, you want the drug? Like, okay, here's how to use it. You know, here are some side effects to expect. And I think they even offered to give you your first injection like right now.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. No, I just got it for a prop. I'm not gonna use it.
It's clear Korea is facing a serious issue that can't be ignored. The relentless pressure to look a certain way, combined with the deeply ingrained culture of body shaming, is quietly taking a toll on people's lives. Over time, it doesn't just affect how you see yourself, it consumes your thoughts entirely. And eventually, you give in.
Nah, that's crazy. Literally crazy work right there. So I just wanted to react to this video, my first stream, and see ya to the next stream. Peace.